Like millions of parents, my next guest, Tami, is struggling with her 3 children's virtual schooling during the pandemic. Keeping 13-year-old twins and a 10-year-old housebound is no easy task under normal circumstances. And Tami says her husband's job has moved the family to 3 different states over the past 5 years, adding to her stress. Tami says it's taken a toll on her.
I have a full house. I have twin 13-year-olds, a 10-year-old, and 2 dogs. As a family, we have moved around a lot. We first lived in Nebraska, then Utah, Tennessee, and now we live in Georgia. The constant moving was very hard on the children.
So what is this?
I'm a former teacher of 15 years. Since the pandemic, my kids are now doing virtual school, and I feel like I'm getting pulled right back into teaching again. It can be very stressful because I'm maintaining the house, I'm helping kids with homework. I just wonder, when's their time for mom? Living in Atlanta, it is hard dealing with the ever-changing weather here. It just wreaks havoc on my face. The thing that bothers me most about my skin, it's always dry, and I hate the fine lines and wrinkles around my mouth. I'm just over it. At this stage in my life, I want to feel youthful. I need to do something with my skin now because I am too young to be looking like a prune.
Yes! Woohoo!
Well, Tami is joining me virtually now, so welcome.
Hi, Dr. Phil.
Well, Tami, it's good to see you. Now, you've talked about how tough the moves and quarantine have been on the family. What's been the most difficult part?
You know, Dr. Phil, moving away from my friends was hard enough, but it has been especially difficult on my kids. And you know, with this pandemic, it's just made it even worse.
Well, you know, it really is tough, and there's no question about it that you've got to keep your children involved in their activities and sports. We got to do it safely. There's no doubt about that. And we know everybody's going through the same thing, but there's no doubt that we want to get these children back in school just as fast as we can safely do so. Thank God you're a teacher and you're able to really get them through that progression. Now, that's for the kids, but for you personally, what's been the most difficult part of this new normal?
Boy, I tell you, Dr. Phil, I feel like I'm going crazy sometimes between homeschooling, cooking several meals a day because you know the kids are always hungry, keeping up with the household chores, taking my 3 kids to soccer every day. It's definitely, I've neglected myself in this process. And with this ever-changing weather here in Atlanta, it's really starting to show on my skin. It just seems like no matter what I do, my skin always feels so tight and dry, and I just can't seem to get a handle on it.
Well, it's very easy to do, to neglect yourself and get pushed off when you have so many different things to do. I'd like for you to meet someone, and it is Millie Almodovar, and she is joining us virtually. So Millie is a beauty expert and spokesperson for Olay. And Millie, I assume you can't help Tami with her 3 children, but my guess is you have an answer for her skin concerns.
I sure do, Dr. Phil. In fact, I have 2. Tami, since living in changing climates is so new to you, it's important to remember to transition your skincare routine as the seasons change. Now, do you use a good moisturizer?
Hi, Millie. I do. I feel like I've always used a good moisturizer, but the minute the weather changes here in Atlanta, I just feel like I'm back to square one again.
Well, that's totally understandable. But with the weather getting cooler and drier, the key to finding a successful product is to really think about what ingredients you're applying to your skin. Now, I recommend for dry skin, especially heading into the winter, the Olay Ultra Rich. This affordable face cream is formulated with shea butter to provide instant hydration without a greasy feel.
Now, Millie, you said you had 2 suggestions for Tami.
Yes, a great option to address your fine lines is the night moisturizer, their Olay Retinol 24 Max. This moisturizer is packed with vitamin B3 and retinoid complex to visibly smooth lines. Now, both of these products will give your skin what it needs when it's feeling extra dry.
So, Tami, what do you think?
You know, both of these products sound great, especially as we head into these winter months. I cannot wait to try something new. Maybe it'll finally fix this dry skin of mine once and for all.
Now, Tami, even if you move again, you'll be able to find both products at retailers nationwide and online at Olay.com. But Olay wants to get you started right away. So they're giving you a year's supply of both.
Oh my gosh. Thank you. I need it.
Yeah, it gives you a great jump start. So thank you both, Tami, Millie, I really appreciate it.